no problem. Just grab your last minute ingredients. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. For those of you that are away from home, you know that margaritas are everything here in San Antonio, right? So let me share in the comments, let me know your favorite margarita place. What brings back the best memories? I know mine, I love the margaritas at Tomatillos. Like when I went to Incarnate Word, like those were the best. So let me know your favorite. But now we're all at home. I'm gonna show you how to make a Jenny's Skinny margarita. So first of all, get a pitcher and then fill it halfway with ice. And then you're gonna wanna start with some tequila, good quality one. I have a silver tequila here. And we're gonna measure it, but I usually don't measure it. So let's see, we're gonna do 1 cup here. So this is 8 ounces of tequila. And what makes it skinny is we're just substituting all the sugary additions. We're substituting it with fresh orange juice, fresh lime juice, and some agave syrup. So we have some natural sweetener. Let's do a little more, just because it's homecoming week, right? Okay, so I'm gonna pour that in there. Okie dokie. And then we have the juice of 4 limes and 1 whole orange. We go. All right, and then the agave syrup. So 1 to 2 tablespoons, depending on how sweet you like it. I like mine on the sweeter side. So we're gonna go 2 tablespoons. And this is it, guys. This is Jenny's Skinny Margarita on the rocks. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the real deal when I go out. My favorite is a frozen margarita with salt. That's like the ultimate for me. All right, give this a good stir. Then we are going to take our glass. We are going to salt the rim. So I'm going to take a lime wedge and just run it around the rim of any glass that you have. And then we have some kosher salt here. So we're going to have a very happy camera production crew today, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna wait till afterwards because I just might burn down the kitchen, so that wouldn't be good. All right, salud, my friends. Happy homecoming week, go Cardinals, woohoo! All right, I'm gonna clear this out. I'm gonna give this to Anne. Here you go, my dear, enjoy. Okay, we're gonna clear this out and get ready for our first recipe, which is pomamole. Yes, leave it up to me to come up with some crazy fun names. All right, everything good? Y'all need some more drinks or y'all good? You're good? Okay. I'm getting some. Think we need some. Are y'all good? All right, I gotta keep the production crew happy, right? Okay, so let me get my pomamole ingredients. There we go. Okay, so the reason why I call this pomamole, as you can probably guess, is because the star of the show is not the avocado this time. It is pomegranates, little pomegranate seeds. So if you don't know, pomegranates are in season right now. So I try to find any excuse to put them in my favorite recipes. So I created this about a couple of years ago, and I just love it this time of year. So we're gonna start with 3 avocados. You want them kind of ripe, so when you're picking them out the store, have a good give when you squeeze them. And we're just gonna mash this up, and then we're gonna add all of our ingredients. What's gonna help prevent the browning and give a nice tang and a little citrus flavor is the juice of half a lime. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that in here, and that'll help the mashing here. All right. I don't have many gadgets in the kitchen, but I love a good lime or lemon squeezer. It's awesome. It's a good workout too. There we go. Squeeze that in. Okay, and then we are going to add 3 tablespoons of diced red onion. I do have to admit, I already bought this onion already chopped up. So for those of you that don't know, I have 3 little boys, And so it is pretty crazy around here. So any shortcut that I can do, I take advantage of. And this is a tablespoon of cilantro chopped up. If you don't like cilantro, I know that's crazy. There are people that don't like cilantro. My dad's one of them. Just leave it out. And then we have some spice. This is half a fresh jalapeno de-seeded. If you want it extra spicy, go ahead and leave the seeds in. All right, and then we're gonna add some salt. And I'm just gonna give it just a few shakes here. It's the kosher salt. There we go. And then we're gonna mash it up. And then the last ingredient we're gonna stir in is the pomegranate. So let's talk about that while I'm mashing this up. So you can get the fresh pomegranate and de-seed it yourself. It's a little bit of work, but there are some cool tricks. You can go on YouTube and find ways to de-seed it, or you can buy them already de-seeded. So guilty, that's what I did. All righty. So this is such a great appetizer, a great snack. So I'm pairing mine with blue corn tortilla chips. That's one of my favorites. You can really, whatever chip that you like to dip it, you are not gonna hurt my feelings. So here we go. This is half a cup of pomegranate seeds. If you haven't tried them, they're a little sweet, they're a little tart. There's like the burst of juice when you bite into them. It's so nice. So we're gonna toss it. So just stir it around and fold it in. Ah, we have some wanting to get out there. Isn't that gorgeous? So the holidays are coming up. If you're struggling with thinking of something to take to a dish to take to a small gathering, obviously social distancing and all that in mind, this would be a great dish. The green and the red are perfect for Christmas and the holidays. So there you have it. That is our pomamole. Alrighty, we'll put this to the side. All right, and I am turning on my oven to 425. So if you want to do the same, we are going to prep our vegetarian dish. So this is a meatless dish, but don't worry, meat lovers will love this dish. My husband loves meat, but he tried these tacos and he fell in love. So I know you will love them just as much. So these are a roasted butternut squash poblano pepper black bean taco. It's a mouthful, and trust me, it is so delicious. So if you haven't had butternut squash, this is what it looks like in the store, okay? This is a little over a pound, almost a pound and a quarter. So this will produce about 1.5 cups diced up. You probably already figured that out if you're watching this, but if you're just watching this and not cooking, this is my shortcut tip. I already buy them cubed, peeled, cubed, ready to go in the produce section. So that's a little shortcut. I get 2 bags, they're 10-ounce bags, and there you have it. So again, always trying to look for shortcuts because I don't have much time in the kitchen, and I usually have 3 to 4 hungry mouths to feed. So that's what I like to do. So let's add that to a cookie sheet. Okay, and then we have 1 poblano pepper. This is a mild pepper, so if you just like a little kick, this is a perfect pepper for you. So I cut it in thin strips. I did remove the seeds out so it's not as hot. And actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're not gonna put those in yet, so don't add that. So sorry to tease you, I just got excited. So we're gonna have a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. And then all the spices. So we have, and you're gonna keep me honest here, we have chili powder, sorry about that, wrong recipe. Tablespoon of ground chipotle chili pepper. This is gonna give the recipe a nice smoky flavor. We have cumin, which is my absolute favorite spice, garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. So I'm gonna add all of that right on top of our butternut squash. I am going to use some tongs right here so I can toss that all together because we want to get all those spices all over this butternut squash. There we go. I'm just going to put this in the sink.
That's the audience.
Okay, and if are missing the meat in this recipe, you can actually just add this to whatever taco you have. You can also use it just as a side dish as well. So I just like any excuse to have a taco. So, okay, I think this looks really good. We are going to put this in the oven for 15 minutes. Okay. And actually my oven is still heating up, so I'm gonna wait when it beeps. Y'all help me and my production crew when it beeps. If y'all can let me know, we'll put it in the oven and then time it for 15 minutes, okay? All right, how is everybody doing? Can y'all let me know in the comments? We'll take a little pause, make sure everybody's okay. Did you try the pomamole? This might be a good chance for me to try that.
So Jennifer, so far everybody's really excited.
Okay.
Sonia said her favorite margarita is from Alfaro.
Ooh, that's an excellent one. And they're beautiful patio, so perfect for social distancing right now. Excellent.
And everybody's just paying attention right now.
Awesome. Y'all are so good. I'm going to take just a little break here and try this pomamole. Please feel free to try it with me. All right, let's see how this is. Oh my gosh, perfection. So good. Amazing. I hope y'all like it as much as I do. All right, I'm gonna put these chips away. Okay, now let's prepare our Mexican street corn salad. I'm gonna move all the ingredients over here so you can get a good shot of them while you're cooking alongside me. Now this is, we're gonna do again some shortcuts. I know this isn't exactly like Mexican, like elote, like on the street, but it just has the same flavors and it's super simple recipe you can whip up in no time, but you still have that delicious kind of corn in a cup type of feel, and it's a little healthier. We made a few modifications of the original recipe. So I'm gonna turn my little burner on here, because what we're gonna do to get that roasted corn flavor without having to actually roast the corn, we are just going to saute it in a pan with some butter. So whatever butter you like to use, regular butter, I like Earth Balance butter, that's just, I like the flavor. Here we go. Ready? Okay, we'll let that heat up a little bit. And while you are sauteing the corn, we are going to, before I tell you that, 2 cans of corn, and this is gonna be drained, okay? If you do happen to have roasted corn already, you can just cut it right off the cob. So you could skip this step and then go right to the dressing part of the recipe. So either way is good. All right, we have a little slow Sunday start here for our burner. All right, has anybody tried the margarita? Let me know, because I'm like, oh, it's good. Okay, all right. I have a thumbs up from the production team. What about you guys? Let us know in the comments. Okay, Martin said thumbs up. I'm like salivating now, like wanting that. After that pomamole, I'm like, okay, now I really need a margarita. So let me know also, where's your favorite restaurants around Incarnate Word when you went to Incarnate Word? What was your favorite hangout? Maybe where did you like to eat and study? I love to go to Cappy's. That was fun. There's so many new hangouts now there, especially with the Pearl right there. So, all right. Well, this is super slow, but I'm going to go ahead and dump the corn in. Again, we drain the corn. If you want to cut back on the salt, you can buy no salt added corn. All right. So what this is going to do, it's going to leave a nice charred taste as we saute it. And it's going to look like roasted corn. So again, this is just kind of a mock Mexican roasted corn here.
So Jennifer, Christopher Alvarez said guanchitos was their favorite.
Oh, those are awesome and excellent. What else did I get there? I think it was their enchiladas. I can't remember which dish I like, but I believe it's their regular cheese enchiladas are my favorite. So yeah, good ones. Y'all are giving me ideas to go visit, especially a place with patios, because I'm only doing patios right now because I'm really still nervous about eating indoors. I don't know how y'all are feeling, but all right. So let's go ahead and start with the dressing part of the recipe. All right, so we're going to start with lime. Give it a good squeeze. I told you I like this tool. I have two of these, a red and a blue one. This salad is good cold or warm, and also a great one to take if you are going somewhere to somebody's house. But again, I know we are, we're staying at home more and in our own little circles. But that will pass soon. And let me go ahead and put that to the side. So that's our lime. Then we have mayo, and I used a light mayo to cut back on the fat. Okay. So if some of you are freaking out, like, why would you put mayo on corn? That's actually a thing. So a lot of the times when you have the Mexican elote, you will put the mayonnaise on it and chili powder and all kinds of spices and cilantro. So that's what we're mimicking here. And it just melts into the warm corn. And speaking of melting, this one is not, I don't know why it's not as hot. It's there. It's just not as, I have a gas stove, and so I'm used to like instant gratification. So this is an electric burner. So I'm like, all right, come on, get with the program. Okay, for the cheese, on the recipe, it's queso cotija, which is like a crumbly white Mexican cheese. They did not have it at my H-E-B, so I just had to adapt. Right now during the pandemic, I don't know if y'all are struggling with the same things, but some ingredients I just can't find, so I have to think of replacements. So this is queso fresco. So very similar. It's kind of a salty texture. I prefer the more crumbly texture, but this is just as good. So again, queso fresco, it was the store brand in a little bag already, grated for you. So you can also, strangely enough, you can also use feta cheese too. So I know that's usually typically in Mediterranean dishes, but it'll go great because it has a nice salty taste. All right, and then we have fresh garlic, 1 clove. There's my stove telling me put my squash in the oven.
So while you're putting that in there, Jennifer, some other favorite places from some of our
Yes.
guests were the Japanese sushi spot,
Ooh.
La Madeline, and Tomatillos.
Oh yeah, those are some of my favorite too. Very, very good. This is like going down memory lane. This is fabulous. So we just put the cheese in, and then we're going to add the jalapeno. This is half a jalapeno, seeds removed. Again, if you want more heat, go ahead and leave those seeds in there. And then we have some cilantro. And like I said before, if you do not like cilantro, leave it out. And that really goes with any ingredient. If there's something in here you don't like, just leave it out. My recipes are very flexible, and you adjust it to your food, your preferences. And again, what you have available. It's so crazy now in the store. You just never know. It's just strange, the things that are not available and the things that are available. So, all righty. So I am finding, this is my first time making this recipe on an electric burner, and I am finding that on my gas stove, it'll create that more caramelized texture a little faster. So I don't know if y'all are electric or gas, but anyways, we'll let it sit a little longer. Okay, for our spices, we have smoked paprika and chili powder. Now it's sizzling. It heard me talking about it, right? I'm going to clear this out so y'all can see what I'm doing. Do I have any volunteers to come do dishes in my house? I love cooking, but dishes, not so much. But thank goodness I have 3 boys, so that's part of their chores. Okay, so I'm just stirring this up, getting ready for our roasted corn that we're going to add to for our Mexican street corn salad. All right. See, it looks awesome, right? Okay, let me move this out of the way. Okay, we have some nice sizzling going on here. All right, so let's talk while we're waiting, since some of you I've already seen from the promos that my degree was from Incarnate Word Bachelor of Science in 2001. And then in 2002, I went on to get, I was accepted into the internship at Incarnate Word, and I completed it there as well. So I'm not a chef, but I absolutely love to teach people how to cook healthy foods, healthy different techniques. So I'm just really honored to be a part of this special time with you guys and show off the skills that I learned from Incarnate Word. So big shout out to all my mentors and professors. We have Dr. Joe Bonilla, Dr. Bethany Duff, Dr. Nita Singh was there, Doe Braswell. Let's see, I know I'm forgetting somebody. Oh my gosh, Dr. Mary Kay Sawyer Morse. So those amazing professors, and I'm sure all of y'all have your, handful of professors that really made an impact on your life and your career. And just so proud to be a UIW alumni. It's just an amazing group to be a part of.
So Jennifer,
yes.
Mary offered her husband to be your dishes. Great at doing them.
Awesome. Thank you, Lisa. Woohoo. Send him over. 26151 Meadowlark Bay. Okay. Well, our corn is being super stubborn. I don't know about y'all's right now. So I'm going to go ahead and add it just in the interest of time so we can keep things flowing. Or how are we doing on time? I've lost all track of time. We're doing good? Okay. Well, we can just let it sit because I'd rather, I want our team over here to really experience how it's supposed to be. So I don't want to rush it. So I'm spoiled with this because I'm usually on TV doing 3-minute segments. And so I have to really rush things. And so I'm so excited I get all this time with you guys because we really get to see, this actually, the full recipe happening. Minus the prep. I did do a lot of prep beforehand so we could speed through this together.
Yes, I think Lisa was still chopping at some point.
Oh no. Okay. Am I going too fast? How are y'all doing? Just take a pause real quick. Let me know in the comments because this is also my first virtual cooking class. So I've done many cooking classes, but they've been in person. It's just one-sided. So it hasn't been together. So let me know the feedback and we'll adjust next time because we'd love to do more of these with you guys. Especially because we do not know how long all this is going to last. We know it's going to pass, but this whole virtual thing, we might be doing this for a while, at least going into the first part of 2021, right?
Well, you're doing great and everybody's excited.
Yay! Okay, cool.
And go Cardinals.
Go Cardinals! Yes! Let me know your favorite event this week.
This one, of course.
Besides this one. I loved the Thirsty Thursday. The High Street Wine Company, is that what it's called, Anne? Yes. High Street Wine Company. They did such a great job. I am just so proud of all the small businesses, particularly in San Antonio, who are just getting so creative. I'm just shocked. And even our whole alumni team, the whole board is just getting so creative on just different ways to connect with each other because it's so important for us to still have these human connections, even if it's virtually. So that I loved it. I just didn't even know what to expect going into it. And it just, it was wonderful. Yes.
So Sonia Corby said that she will be your taste guinea pig whenever you need one.
Oh, that's awesome.
And this is her favorite event so far.
Yay. Sonia, that means so much to me because, again, my boys, I know I've talked a lot about them, but they're like my everything. But they, you know, their palates aren't as sophisticated yet. So, you know, I try to offer them, you know, a lot of different things, but many times they're like, oh, Mom, I don't like this. And so my husband thinks everything I cook is amazing, but I'm like, okay, babe, no, really, what do you think? Tell me the truth. So I would love an unbiased opinion. So anytime, you are welcome to my kitchen. That's awesome.
And yourself, Ryder, said we need extra time at Thirsty Thursday.
We do. Oh my gosh, I did not want it to end. I was like a little kid. I'm like, no, I don't want to go to bed. It was so awesome. And the charcuterie board was perfect. I think I said it on the call, like some of the foods like were a little out of my comfort zone, and then I tried it and it was just amazing. Okay, this puppy is not charring for whatever reason, but I think the flavor still is going to be there, so I'm going to just go with it. I think y'all will still love it. Okay, so we're going to add this in here to our dressing.
I feel like that's perfect for Corona time because I think the whole year is just been just go with it. So you're good.
That is so true. That is like the best advice. Just go with it. All right, so here we are. We're going to toss this in again. And here is our Mexican corn in the cup. Oh my gosh, so delicious. I cannot wait for y'all to try it. And again, like I said, this is good cold or it's good warm, just like this. Great leftover. Okie dokie, I'm gonna set this aside. All right, let me see how we're doing on time. We have about 6 more minutes on the roasted butternut squash. That's the one that takes the longest, but you'll see it's a lot of hands-off work. So it's about 40 minutes total for that cooking time. So we'll go ahead and jump into the spicy shrimp tacos, one of my all-time favorites. That's actually what I look for. I just go to different restaurants and I try their shrimp tacos and kind of rate in my own head, like rate my favorite ones. So let me know where your favorite shrimp tacos are. And then I'll let you know mine. Okay.
So Melissa Santos Ibarra says she's trying all these recipes. They look so good. And again, go hard.
Yay! Okay, for this one, I have a grill pan. Used it. You can see there's a lot of wear and tear on here because I use it all the time. You don't have to have one. I just love the grill marks that it has. So it's like you're grilling outside, but indoors.
So
I'll save that. Yes.
Sonia said, what is your favorite place for shrimp tacos?
My all-time favorite is Rosario's. Like that is it. Like it is so delicious because they have this like pickled red onion. I need to like experiment with that recipe, but they have that pickled red onion on top and like the chipotle aioli. It's just heaven. Like I literally crave it. So thank God during this pandemic, they were so wonderful about curbside pickup. So I would drive all the way downtown and because I live near Stone Oak, so I drive all the way downtown to pick them up. And of course, margaritas to go. Like how amazing is that? So anyways, that's probably my ultimate favorite. Also, let me see. Aldaco's is delicious. I'm trying to think where else. Oh, Almeida Sol, phenomenal. And I'm sure most of y'all know that they're opening a new location. So they closed the original, the one on Blanco, and now they're going to be at 1604 where it was Houlihan's and then TBD. So go support them. They're an awesome place too. So such great memories. Every Mexican restaurant, in my opinion, in San Antonio has its own personality, and I love it. That's what I love about San Antonio. Like when I travel, I love to experience other foods, and different cuisines, but I really miss Mexican food. So I don't know if I'm the only one, but anyways. So we are going to start seasoning the shrimp. Let me move this out of the way again so y'all can see me.
Jennifer,
yeah.
your suggestion was the Torchy's tacos.
Oh, that is good. I have tried it there. Very good. That's a good call. But I get so overwhelmed when I go there because I want to eat everything on the menu. So I like going with people. Well, before Corona, we could all share it because everything looks good. And I just don't want one. I can't even decide. So yeah, excellent suggestion. Okay, so we are going to start with a pound of shrimp. And you want to buy the one that is deveined, tails off, already peeled. Okay, so you can save you that step. I bought mine in the freezer section. They're Texas Gulf shrimp. This was a 2-pound bag, but I just used half of it. Okay, so it depends on how many people you're feeding. My husband can eat the whole 2-pound bag, so whatever. Okay, so spices, again, let me keep myself honest. We have 1 teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, so that's gonna give you a little kick. If you don't like it that spicy, then back off on the cayenne pepper. With 1/4 a teaspoon of smoked paprika, so that same spice that we used for the corn recipe. And then a 1/4 a teaspoon of kosher salt, okay? If you didn't have some of these spices before, they're so good. If you hadn't cooked with them before, this just adds so much flavor to your dishes. So don't worry, you'll use them again. I'll try to put some more recipes on my professional Facebook page. So if y'all want to follow me, it's the TVRD. I'll put some more recipes on there. I really like Mexican Southwest kind of inspired recipes. My grandma and her family is from Mexico. And so a lot of my influence and comes from her and her cooking. Now, she slaved all day in the kitchen and made these wonderful homemade meals. I was telling Jorge, I just, with our crazy lifestyle now and having 3 kids, if it doesn't happen in 20 minutes, it ain't happening in this kitchen. So you'll find that a lot of my recipes are super quick, easy to follow for beginners cooks. So anyways, so let's,
Jennifer,
yes.
not too quick, sorry. But how long do you defrost frozen shrimp and do you pat it dry?
Great question. So this came straight from the freezer and I put it in a colander or strainer and I ran cold water, usually about 3 minutes. You can just, touch it and see if it's thawed out, but mine took about 3 minutes. So it's very quick way to thaw it. And then definitely pat it dry because you don't want that extra liquid because we want to get that nice kind of grill mark on it. And if it gets too liquidy, it'll just kind of like steam it. So you'll have too much water in there. So I'm so glad you mentioned that. I don't think I put that on the recipe instructions. So that's an excellent thing for me to add. So, all right, I'm going to get actually, let me get a spoon. Okay. All righty. So I am just going to stir this in. And I am not, our oven's talking to me. We got some butternut squash. Okay, I don't want to confuse y'all, but we're going to take a pause on these shrimp. Let's take a break because we do not want to ignore this butternut squash. All right, I'm going to put okay, so let's take a break again. Get your butternut squash out of the oven if it is ready. If it's not, you can just follow along with me. And then when it is ready, just add, this is a super easy step. You can't mess it up. You're just gonna add the poblano pepper, okay? This is the strips of poblano pepper, okay? So this will be in for another 15 minutes. And that's it. So super simple. This is, those sheet pan dinners that are really like hot right now. All right, timer. We got it. All right. Okay, so back in the oven you go. Butternut squash and 1 poblano pepper, thinly sliced. And again, I am going to time myself. Okie dokie. Oh, the black beans look all lonely over here by themselves. I promise your friends will be back in just a bit. Just hang tight. Okay, so back to the shrimp. Again, we have our spices here. We patted it dry. Sonia, or who had that wonderful question? I don't even know. Sonia, right? No? Okay. All right, now let's, my olive oil, where did you go? Okay, here you are. Tried to run away from me. Okay, and we might run into the same issue with this darn electric burner, but it's all good. We already kind of warmed it up, so it knows what to expect, right? So get a good amount of olive oil on your pan. Alrighty, we'll let that heat up because I want a nice sizzle. When you add the shrimp, you want to hear that nice sizzle. So let's go ahead and make the chipotle aioli. I bought this little squeezy ketchup bottle at you can HEB, dollar store, whatever. This was $1. And then let's see. Okay, so there's 2 ways you can make this. So you can make it the Jenny Meachum style, super, super fast, which I'm going to show you how to do that. Or there's a little longer way to do it if you have a little more time. Okay, so the really quick down and dirty way is to take 2 tablespoons of light mayo. And then you are going to get your chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, but we're just going to use the adobo sauce. You really have to like get around it. You'll probably notice that in order to get around the chili peppers because they're whole chili peppers. But I just want the adobo sauce, okay? This is 2 teaspoons of adobo sauce, all right? Let me get some help here. This is going to give it a nice pink orange color. And then we are going to squeeze our lime. I really need my lime squeezer. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, is that Amazon calling? What did I order? Is anybody else going crazy with Amazon? Like it's like Christmas every day when I come home. It's amazing. Okay. Alrighty. That's it. 3 ingredients. And this is your chipotle aioli. Okay. So if you want to do it the long way and you want to use up those chipotle peppers, which that's a good idea. We don't want to waste any food. You can just throw it in the food processor and you can just process the chipotle peppers and you can add that to barbecue sauce and make a nice smoky barbecue sauce. Or you can make this chipotle aioli, put the mayo, the lime juice, and the whole chipotle peppers in there. So super yummy. And then I just added in here. Great for presentation. Okay, so that is our chipotle aioli that we're going to add to our tacos. The other thing that we have on the side for garnish is we have sliced avocado, limes and cilantro, and then some shredded cabbage. So that is all of our fixins that we're going to put on after the shrimp are done. All right. You're so shy. Like I totally practiced with this because I wanted to, because I'm like a perfectionist. And like I think it has stage fright. That's what it is, guys. I'm going to go with that.
Jennifer,
yes.
how long does that last in the fridge? I believe they
Yeah. Oh, the chipotle mayo. It's after a week, I throw it out. It probably could last longer, but a week I just kind of get nervous and it kind of gets kind of watery. So, but it doesn't last that long in my fridge, to be honest. I put it on everything. You can put it on sandwiches. You can put it on like tacos, whatever. So great questions. All righty. Let's go ahead and see if it has some sizzle or if it's still kind of scared here. Oh, yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it is sizzling now. So these are going to cook up super fast. It's only going to be like 2 minutes on each side. And you'll know because it'll get kind of pinkish and it'll start to curl up and it'll get nice and brown. Not brown, but you'll see the brown marks. That's what I meant. Fabulous. All right, there's more room in here in this party. Come on, everybody. Scoot over, let your friends in. All right. Oh my gosh, this smells so good already. All these spices, yummy. Okay, and then my grandma would be very mad that I'm not using like a comal to heat the tortillas, but I love this, or maybe it's a little tortilla warmer, and I just throw it in the microwave for 45 seconds. So again, just another little shortcut. If you don't have one, you should get one of these. They're awesome. You can heat up buns. You can even cook vegetables in it, which that's so weird. I've never cooked vegetables in here. So bizarre. So I'm just going to stick that in. Get them nice warm. All righty. So many of us are following different diets, or maybe for food allergies or preferences or whatever. So there's different ways you can eat this. If you just want to make this like a salad, you can put this on top of a salad. You can do corn tortillas. You can do jicama tortillas. Have y'all tried those? Those are amazing. It's kind of like weird though, because it's like cold and kind of crunchy. It's weird. But it's nice and refreshing. It's a good summer dish if you want to try that during the summer. And again, this, if you're depending on what kind of stove or heat you're using, on my gas stove, it's really quick. So this is taking a little longer on the electric. So you just have to adjust. It's getting a nice little browning there. Yeah, this is a really good weeknight recipe because it's so fast and you just feel like you're just spoiling yourself. It's so, it just feels like so fancy, but you can see it's very basic. You can also do this with fish as well. So if you get a white fish, tilapia, cod, any of those, even red snapper, you can use the same spices, just cut them in like little cubes and do the same thing, and you can have fish tacos. I love shrimp. It's actually how I hooked my husband. It was a Valentine's meal, and I think I cooked like 30 fried shrimp and a shrimp cocktail, and he was in love. He was like, that's it. You're my girl. So shrimp sealed the deal for us. Okie dokie. How's everybody doing? Let me know how's it going? Are you struggling? Any problems? Any questions? Is this pretty simple?
So Michelle says your shrimp was great.
Thank you, Michelle.
And Chris says he's very excited for Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of year. I gotta give him a plug because I know he loves Christmas.
He loves Christmas? Is that what he said?
Oh yeah, we're a huge Christmas fan.
Oh my gosh, me too. Oh my gosh. So now you have a fabulous, like, new Christmas dish, the pomamole, to make at Christmas time. If you haven't had that before, right? And Chris, I was telling our lovely production crew before we started that when you have 3 kids, if any of y'all have young kids, it's hard to like get any time by yourself. So my mom was so kind, and she booked a room at Hotel Emma for us Thanksgiving week, just for one night. And we're gonna have a girls' night, and we're gonna watch Hallmark Christmas movies and see the lights on the river. I am so excited for this, you guys. And then this crew, they were like, you got to get matching pajamas. I'm like, yes, I do. Oh my God, I wonder if they have Hallmark pajamas. They probably do, right? I know that's a little crazy, but again, like Ann says, like anything goes in 2020, right? Okay, these are awesome. Oh, they smell so good. I hope your kitchen at home is smelling as good as mine. Okay, these look really good. I am happy with these guys. Now I want to dress them up. Whew, got a whiff of that cayenne pepper. Okay, where's my pretty plate? All right. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, perfect. We are at 4 minutes with our sheet pan vegetables. Let me grab our tortillas in our fancy tortilla warmer. I don't know. Maybe my grandma would be like excited about it. I don't know. Like as she got older, she kind of changed. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know why I said we'll see. Maybe when I see her again in heaven. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Aw. I called her Gramita. So since I'm half white and half Hispanic, we didn't call her Abuelita. It was half grandma and half Abuelita. So Gramita, that's how we got Gramita. So it all stuck. I don't even know one of us said it, and that was her name. So anyways, she was an awesome, awesome lady. I mean, we're talking homemade tortillas, homemade tamales, like everything homemade fried chicken. I mean, just the best cook. So it's in my genes. I can't do the whole slave all day like she did. She was absolutely amazing. Like I can't even live up to her. Okie dokie, let's dress these pretty babies. I have 2 corn tortillas right here. So you want to put about 4 to 5 shrimp. If you're my husband, you're stuffing these tacos with about 10 shrimp or however many you could squeeze in. Oh my gosh. Absolutely spectacular. We should have added a fun drinking game component to this. And every time I say the word amazing, y'all take a drink. Y'all would be wasted. That's like my word. Like, okay, there we go. Now let's doctor this up with some shredded cabbage. So this is going to give it a nice crunch. Righty. And I'm actually going to put my avocado on first because I want the chipotle mayo on top of that. We'll just fan that there. Put this down. There we go. Get a little squeeze of lime. And of course, some cilantro. Man, if we can't go out, like, this is amazing, right? Whoops, I'm burning myself and dropping things. Watch out.
Jen says it looks delicious.
Yay, thank you, Jen.
And Christopher said it looks amazing.
Yay. All right, so let's put the final ingredient, the piece de resistance, our chipotle aioli or chipotle mayo. Check that out. Put a little extra love in there. Awesome. There you have it. There is our spicy grilled shrimp tacos. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my gosh, so good. Love, love, love. So if you are like wanting to make some healthy changes in your life, eating healthy, like this is good to eat. This is good food for you. So it doesn't have to be like a boring chicken breast and broccoli, steamed broccoli and brown rice. Like this is healthy living right here. So there's hope. This is good, right? Okay, so we are good here on our vegetables. Let me make some room for them. The last step we are going to do in our roasted butternut squash poblano pepper black bean tacos is adding the black beans. The cool thing with the black beans is that, I lost my mic. The cool thing with the black beans is that you do not have to cook them. We're going to just simply stir it, and then they will naturally heat up from the hot vegetables. So thank you to our hot butternut squash and poblano pepper. They are going to warm up our black beans. Oh my goodness, you guys. Seriously, look at this. Perfection. So if you haven't had butternut squash, it's a little sweet, but it doesn't get mushy when you roast it. It's just a nice crunch. Let me turn off the oven so I don't burn the house down. Okay. Oh my goodness. And you can smell that chipotle pepper, the ground chipotle pepper. I just started cooking with that. I don't know why, because I love chipotle. I always use the chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, but I never had the spice. And just that little addition to this recipe, it just, the smokiness, it just takes it to a whole nother level. Okay, so we drain the black beans, so remember to do that. All right, we're gonna take our tongs. Okay, am I really like burning up the production crew here? Sorry, guys. We need to put like the thermostat on like 50, right? Like, where's our fall weather? It's so hot. What's going on? Are some of y'all watching from outside of San Antonio? Like, make me jealous. Are y'all somewhere where it's cold? I'm really like missing the cold right now. I'm ready. So ready. This is it, guys. That is your roasted butternut squash, poblano pepper, black bean filling for our tacos. So same deal. Let me scoot this over. I don't want to burn myself. We are going to doctor it up just like we did our shrimp tacos. Okay. All righty. Let me get another plate. And let's get a corn tortilla. And let's get some of the roasted vegetables. However much you can fit in there. And you will not hurt my feelings if you add a couple of shrimp on here too. Like next level. So good, right? Okay, let's add some avocado to this. So same kind of fixings. You can add whatever you want. Again, there's no rules here. You make it how you like it. Let's bring back the cabbage. So if you're on the fence about maybe going vegetarian or maybe going vegan, like this right here is a vegan dish minus the chipotle mayo. You don't want to do that and you don't want to do the cheese. But this is what you can be eating. It's fabulous, right? The beans are going to give you a good source of protein. There we go. So again, you will not miss the meat. Okay, what am I missing on here? Oh, chipotle. Like, there we go. Let's see.
So we have a comment saying they're loving this event.
Yay! Thank you so much.
And then we have another one where you asked locations for Dallas.
Dallas, how is
fall weather?
Oh, I'm so jealous. Now, I will say there are the leaves changing here, which is nice, and the mornings are cool. So we do have that. But I'm telling you, it was like, I think it reached, was it 80 degrees, mid 80s? Or at least it feels like that, the heat index is. I'm like, but at least I could wear my super cute new Cardinal shirt. I got it at the bookstore, y'all. They're having sales. You got to go. It's amazing. Just mask up, back up, go shopping. It's awesome. Represent. Okay, so this is our butternut squash. I just like saying it. It's so long. Butternut squash, poblano pepper, black bean taco. Fabulous. That's it. Look at, we did all of that. And how long? I don't even know how many minutes it's been. How are we doing 58. On time? 58? You're kidding me. That is like money. Wow. 2 minutes to spare. Fantastic. What do y'all want to do, guys? Do y'all want to talk? Do you want to drink? Tell me how are y'all doing? Did anybody actually make it, or are y'all just watching me? The Jennifer Meachum show. Da, 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 da. Let me know. Let Ann know in the comments. Ann is doing so awesome. And while we're waiting for the comments, I'll just also, my other two favorite events this week were the parade, the homecoming parade. It was awesome. Like, I got so hyped, like the band, it was awesome. All the cars, the honking, it was fabulous. And then the virtual tour today, it was so cool. It was like walking down memory lane. I learned a lot of new stuff. There's so many new places now on campus. It's so exciting. It's really cool to see all the growth. So, and it was Manny and who was the other, Jorge, who was Manny and Alexa. Yes, did so good. They were naturals, so professional, so knowledgeable. like great camera presence. I was so blown away. So it's been an awesome homecoming week. Any comments?
Jennifer, I should mention if anybody missed these events, they're also available on the alumni webpage or Facebook page, so that you can go back and see them.
Fabulous!
On
Yay!
YouTube, I'm sorry.
Yay! Fantastic. Very good. All right, Anne, will you let me know, are we good? What do y'all think, guys?
You guys want to play everything for one last shot while people wrap up?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll make everything look pretty. Now it's time to eat. I have worked up an appetite. I don't know about you guys. I am so hungry.
Gabby says thank you for sharing these delicious recipes.
You're
And
welcome, Gabby.
Congratulations to the alumni office.
Woohoo! Yes, cheers. All right.
Sonia says thank you so much. This was fabulous.
Yay! Thank you, Sonia. I miss seeing you, but I love following you on Facebook. You're always doing like the coolest things ever.
And Michelle says fabulous presentation. Thanks.
Yay! Okay, where did my other pomamole with the chips go? Did I?
That said thank you. This was a great way to end homecoming week.
Yay! Thank you. Y'all are so awesome. Okay, here we go. Let's move the corn in the back. There we go. Salud, my friends. Happy homecoming week. Go Cardinals. We did it. 2020 didn't stop the party. Yay. Looks so pretty. We eat with our eyes, so it's very important. It's all about presentation. My dad taught me that. Like this is perfect. Thank y'all again for tuning in. It was so exciting. I hope we can do this again. Maybe next year, maybe we can make this an annual thing. This is so cool. Very, very nice to have y'all in my kitchen with me. All right. Well, good night, everybody. Until next time, go Cardinals and happy homecoming week.
Bye. Thank you all so much.
Yay!